Yeah! Badass,
That was
dude.
awesome.
Got him. Oh, it's a good one too.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Bait Rigs channel. We're going to go through some musky video today. Pretty excited about it. We got some big fish that we're going to show you. But most importantly is guys are always asking, you know, how do I become a better musky angler? And I've been fishing muskies for many, many years. And I still ask myself that same question is how do you become a better musky angler? And one of the most important things I think you can do to become a better musky angler is really learn the spot that you're fishing. More so than the bait that you choose or anything like that. Is first off is to really learn the spot that you're fishing. Break that down. So whether you go into a brand new lake that you'd never fished before, take a section or take a piece of that lake and go in and thoroughly learn that spot. It's going to just make you a better angler. It's going to make you learn on where the fish come off of it. It's going to teach you more about your electronics when you're going into that and what you're looking at. Even driving up shallow, you can see what you're looking at. So that's one of the key things I think to just start out with is go in and learn the spot very thoroughly and what you're fishing. So with this next clip, we're going to be jumping in the boat with Josh Craigthorpe and Jeremy Bulkey. And the guys are going into a saddle situation between two islands. They're going to be fishing a saddle. And they drove a long ways to get to the spot because they had a little bit of a weather change come in. They had a light mist starting, a weather change. And anytime you have any type of change is probably a really key component also to going in and fishing a spot that you've learned before. So this particular spot, Jeremy knew it. He had checked it out in the spring, learned it, had been there before. So they roll in there on a little bit of a weather change and watch what happens next.
Considering the amount of area there is to learn.
We learned the most on those caravan trips.
And then you'd all come back and then look at the map and just take...
We'll look at the map the night before and just be like, all right, we're taking this chunk, we're taking this chunk.
Yeah.
Together out there, and then we'll do check-ins.
Yeah.
Like every hour. Like, hey.
Yeah. Should I stay on top or should I put the blades on? super cool, dude. He's moving. Yep. Nope. Yeah! Badass,
That was awesome.
so badass.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a wide backer.
All right, guys, that was a lot of fun watching that fish come out of nowhere, and that thing just cracked that bait. You know, right beforehand, Josh switched to a bucktail, the Brute 7 bucktail. It's got a lot of thump to it. A bucktail in that situation is a really good pick because a lot of times them fish in a saddle are sitting in a real shallow situation, so it's a bait that you can run really shallow. It's got a high hooking percentage. Top water also works well in that situation over shallow water like that. So in this next clip, the guys had everything going for them. The wind was at their back, blowing into the piece of structure. It's a mid-lake piece of structure. They got last light. Last light's always a great time to be out there fishing. And they also just had a moonrise. And what you're about to see with Jeremy using a Viper bucktail, it's a bucktail that you can run fast. In this situation, he really boats a real nice fish. So let's go take a look at that.
Facing upside down right now.
Right. There's one. Still on it. Got him. Oh, it's a good one too. Yep. Right here. I'll bring it up. Right here. Right there. Hard to see. Viper. Whew.
Get it quick. Got it?
That was a real big fish that Jeremy just caught. And he had a lot of key windows going in his favor, guys. He had the wind at his back, blowing into the structure. A lot of times these big fish like to set up with the wind blowing into them, blowing bait fish into them. He had low light, last light situation. Morning's also a really good time. And they also had a moonrise just prior to that. So put all those key features together and that equaled a real big fish. Guys, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. We'd like it if you hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Thanks for tuning in.